I still don't know. The thing is, I didn't hit the rail. The horse hit the rail. I never touched it at all.
Now tell me about the horse. It was the second start, first on the mud. You told me there were some reasons why maybe she acted that way.
Yeah, I mean, she's a 2-year-old. You never know, of course. With the 2-year-old, it's always something. You never know. Something can always go wrong with a 2-year-old. But first time with blinkers on, we tried the blinkers just so she wouldn't be scared. And she was doing real good down the lane when I cut her and hit her a few times, and she didn't mind it. And then just getting to it, I was worried about the toe board because the toe board's a little close here, and I figured that's what she was going to duck out at. And nope, I guess she was paying attention to the grandstands or the people. There was enough people here to scare her, I guess, away from what she should have been looking at. But she still came back with a third, so.
Yeah, now tell me about the race. Around the turn, she was getting out a little bit, and that's why you went right-handed, right?
Yes.
Tell me what about that.
When we started, she started looking at the mud puddles, so she started jumping them, coming out of the gates, and then she started looking out. She didn't like the rail at all, so we had some help through the outside, and paying attention to that other horse, she kind of straightened up some. In the turn, she's trying to go wide, and you can see her head cocked sideways because she doesn't want nothing to do with the rail. That's why I hit her right-handed a few times in the turn to straighten her up some. And down the lane, I just hit her a few times to straighten her up. And when she hit the rail, actually, I didn't even hit her the jumps before that, so we don't even know where that came from. But
now, at the moment she hit the rail, were you thinking, I'm going to hit the ground, or were you just like, I'm staying on no matter what?
I'm trying to stay on no matter what. Sideways, looking sideways, I could see her feet and I could see the rail, but I didn't have a choice. Those were not my options. The only option I had was to stay on and find a way to get back on.
Oh my God. Well, I was cheering her on, watching her way up there winning the race, and then I froze. I guess I froze whenever I saw that happen, hitting the rail, and I didn't know how to react, and all of a sudden, by the time I knew it, she was back on. So my reaction was, she stayed on. She stayed on.
Now, you told me that your foot caught the saddle. Tell me about that and how that may have saved you.
Yes, I haven't seen the replay that many times. I've seen it one time. That's the only time I want to see it, but it looks like my foot's on the saddle, and I think that's the only reason I got to jump back on. And when she straightened up, she kept running straight. So the foot was in the good spot, and it kind of just helped me get back on, get some leverage back on.
It was a good thing the girth didn't slip too.
Yeah,
huh?
for sure. The saddle, I'm surprised the saddle didn't slip with me because trying to get back on is hard.
Yeah, so never thought you were going to hit the ground. What did you think once you got back in the saddle? Were you just so relieved?
I was like I had just won the lottery. I was just more than happy to get back on straight. And
even though you didn't have your irons, you didn't care,
yeah,
right?
no, just to be on the horse, just sitting on her was perfect for me.
Now, you've only been riding officially since a year ago, November, coming up on a year.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever had anything like that happen,
No.
even in the morning?
No, this is the first time. I've had a horse hit the rail with me before here, actually, because these turns are pretty wild, and especially down the lane, there's a few dips here, but nothing like this. This is the first time. I know it's not the last, but I'm hoping it is.
Yeah, well, that was an incredible feat. Now, you told me your body's a little sore today because that took a lot of strength and muscle to get back up there. Tell me how you're feeling.
I didn't think I had that much muscle, but apparently I do. I'm a little gymnastics as well. But yes, my shoulders, my legs, everything sore. I don't think I've felt this sore since I started. So.
Now, you said you felt like you won the lottery when you got back in the saddle, but a couple of races later, you win 2 races on the program. So what did that feel like?
That felt great. It felt like a big relief. I mean, especially because both of them were long shots, and we weren't picked for nothing. So it felt even better that we did it for Mr. Scotty Geldner and for Mr. Van Haywood, a quarter horse trainer that I've known for a long time, and just feels good to be able to give him some pictures back.
One quick question. When you got back aboard right after the near spill, what were you thinking, or just like, I got a job to do?
I got a job to do. We got to go. It's time to go. Yes, sir.
So you just get back on the horse when you nearly fall off, right?
Yes, you got to shake it off. It's you pass the finish line and it's on to the next race. You can't live with that in your head. You gotta, when something goes wrong, you gotta find a way to get back on and keep going. Yes, sir.
We've had a great start to the season. I believe you're tied for 3rd after last night in the standings. Good luck on the meet, and try to stay on the horse till after the race.
For sure.
Okay?
Yes, sir. For sure. Thank you.
Good luck all season long.
Thank you.